Hello there guys, it's Expert Player. I'm going to whip up a really quick halfway shitty tutorial on how to update hitboxes for anything, I don't know, probably within Source. I don't know, we're just going to be using it for GarrysMod. This is just in case anyone wants to edit hitboxes for their own or look at the ones for Serious Gmod, whatever you really want to do. So first off, you need to do two things. You need to get a program called Crowbar, which I'll leave a link to. And then you also need to set up your Half-Life model viewer. So this is my Crowbar. What you'll need to do is go to your GarrysMod install, go to the bin folder, and you'll have somewhere in here. I did not do any prep work for this video, so it's going to be trash. So you'll have hlmv in here. When you try and open it, it's going to give you an error message because it doesn't know what game it's running. So you just create a shortcut for the program, properties, and then you add in the target minus game, and then just the path to your GarrysMod folder. So pretty easy stuff right there. And then when you open this up, it will, in my case, open up a duplicate. So this right here is the program. You're going to do load model, and it will let you take a look at a model. So I'm going to let's see here, what should I use for a simple model? I honestly don't know. I didn't really plan ahead of this. Han Solo? Oh, I don't know what model that is. I'm trying to see if I can find something for hang on, let me put this on my second monitor. I'll just go grab one that we all know is broken. GMAD. Okay, so here's some models, player, Master Chief. Yeah, here we go. So this is the original Master Chief, not the one that I want updated after I updated it. So when you open up the program here, it has some basic controls to zoom. I'm not going to teach you how to do that. So this is the model that we were looking at. This was the default. It's pretty broken, as everyone knows. So we'll just do a really quick guide on basically how to edit that head hitbox, and the same process applies for the other ones. So first off, we're going to want to try and find the head here. Looks like this case right here, head 1. Now we can do a highlight hitbox to make sure we've got the right one. And then basically you just kind of sit here and play around with the values. The origin is where it starts at, and then the size is how big it is. So I think if I remember, I made it by like 10 by 10 by 8. I just kind of started by making it a little bit bigger in general in all directions. And look at that, we're actually getting pretty close. So it looks like his ears need to be a little bit wider. I don't know what value that is. So is that, yep, it's that one. So I'll make that 10, it looks like. So there you go, now it covers his head, and now it looks like, as you see, we're going below his chin and everything. So we're going to want to edit the origin to higher. I'm not sure, again, which one this is. You know, that was not it. 1, no, okay, here we go. So 2 on this number. Let's do 2.2. Okay, alright, let's do 2.5 then. Oh, wow, okay. Sorry, I really actually should have had my numbers saved. Again, I did no prep work for this video. It's not how I operate. I just do shit, whatever. Anyway, this is close enough. We don't need to capture every single little piece of his head. And then it looks like we should make it a little bit skinnier, actually. So maybe I can make this a 9. Yeah, there we go. That kind of captures his head pretty well. I'm not doing this to be perfect. I'm just kind of throwing this together, obviously, for a video. So we'll do 12 on that. We'll offset it a little bit. 1, oh no, -1 would be better. And so there we go. So that right there is actually pretty shitty, to be honest. I won't even lie. That's actually, I mean, it's better than nothing. There's this little highlight hitbox button down here in case you didn't see me do that earlier. And that right there lets it do it. So anyway, so now it edited the file, and that's great and everything. And so we'll say, okay, we actually kind of like those changes. Obviously, they're not as good as they could be. There's other hitboxes, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? We don't. So anyways, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to decompile the model. So you're going to open up the decompile here. You'll need to, I believe in here, I don't think you have to select anything from the decompile section, but I'm not sure. So let me go to browse. I'm going to put this over on my second monitor just because I might have something in here. I might not. Rather not risk it and restart the video. So GMAD models. So now we're back to the models path. So we go to Master Chief, and then here's the file that we were just looking at. We open the file. We're going to want to tell it where we want to output it. And so for me, I was doing a separate folder here. We'll just do video. And so it's right here. We tell it we want it to output to that folder, and we just do decompile, and it decompiles the model. And so now we will go to that folder. So my edits, video, and so now we have a couple different files here. The biggest one we care about is this QC file. As you see, I've already had it set to edit with Notepad++. I set the default, so you just open this up, and it's going to give you a lot of junk here. You see, this is kind of glitched out. That's just, I believe, a fragment of the decompiling and recompiling process. So what I do is I delete all these ones that say hbox in them. That's the hitboxes. And then as I'll actually do a new file. Move this over to the other view. Okay, so we'll come back here, and as we can see, we've got this generate QC button. It doesn't do anything visually, but it does do something. And so when you paste now, this has the values that you just created. And even still, some more weirdness that you should know is the numbers will not match up. So like head 1, we see in here 7.5, 5, and 4.5. That matches none of these values, but it is accurate. Don't need to worry. I've tested it. So this right here, this is just a comment. You can delete that. And then I come in here and I copy all of this right here, the hbox set and the hbox. So you copy that and just overwrite it completely, and then there you go. Now you've got the files, and so what you do is you just save the file basically, and then now you'll come back into the compile section, and then you're going to want to go select that QC file, and then you're going to want to tell it where you want it to output. So for me, I do video and I do model output. And I tell it I want it to go there. And this right here, you do have to, I believe, yeah, select what game. So for me, I had to do CSS. You might be able to do, I think I just did CSS. It's probably just easier to do. And you set compile, runs through the things here. You want to always scroll through and make sure there's no errors. Doesn't look like it. And so now if I come back to the model output, I've got all these files here. It turns that QC file, and it also grabs all the other related files, so you don't have to worry about it. It's a very automated process. And so now we have this file, and now we can come check our work and make sure. So this right here is a pretty big hitbox. We can do load model, and then we will go into our model output, Master Chief, open them up, and hopefully we have our new hitbox. And we do. Excellent. So that right there kind of verifies that it works. And that right there is how you do it. And so you would just basically then upload these files here back into whatever directory you had to. And that's how you do it. Sorry again for the shitty video. I'm not a professional. I didn't do any prep work. But I hope this right here will open up a window to everyone being able to edit hitboxes for their own purpose. Or maybe some other people want to help me with the editing for serious Gmod, because it's not a super fun process when it comes to editing these. As you see, like the Master Chief here, it's got a lot of issues where a lot of these things are offset and just not proper. It gets pretty hectic. So anyways, this has been X4Player again, and go fuck yourself.